It's Sunday night, the board deck is due in the morning, and somewhere a finance person is staring at a spreadsheet exported from some system that nobody fully understands. Thousands of rows, merged cells, a column that says MISC, and a variance that doesn't tie out. This is the real job, not the elegant model from the textbook, the messy export, and the question waiting on the other side of it. What happened? Why? And what do we tell the board? Here's the number that should bother every CFO. Across finance teams, roughly 2/3 of the effort, gathering data, cleaning it, reconciling it, reformatting it, goes into work that creates almost no insight. Only about 1/3 is the actual analysis. The part you were hired for is the small slice. The grind is the rest. AI does not fix this by replacing the analyst. It fixes it by collapsing that 2/3. And the difference between the people getting that and the people who aren't is not a smarter tool. It's a method. So let me give you one. We'll call it the Numbers Copilot. 3 moves in order that take a messy spreadsheet to board ready, and 1 rule that keeps you out of trouble. Move 1, structure it. Before you ask the AI anything clever, you point it at the mess. You don't reformat by hand for an hour. You say, clean this export, remove the duplicates, normalize these columns into one consistent format, and flag any row that doesn't reconcile to the control total. That last clause matters. You're not asking it to hide the problems. You're asking it to surface them. This is the part that eats your evening, and it's the part the AI is genuinely good at. Deduplication, normalization, reconciliation. The boring 2/3. Done in a minute, not an hour. Move 2, interrogate it. Now that the data is clean, you ask the questions a board actually asks. Not summarize this, that gets you mush. You ask sharp, specific things. Find the 3 line items driving this overspend. Flag anything that moved more than 10% versus last quarter, and tell me what changed. Where are we ahead of plan? And is it timing or is it real? Notice the shape of these. Each one has a number in it, or a comparison, or a threshold. Vague questions get vague answers. Precise questions turn a wall of numbers into a short list of things that actually matter. Move 3, narrate it. This is where the hours really vanish. You take the findings and you say, turn this variance into a first draft of the board commentary in plain English, 3 sentences per driver. Then rewrite that for the executive summary. Shorter, no jargon, lead with the so what. You just got back to Sunday night. The draft isn't the final word, it's the blank page, filled. You edit, you sharpen, you add the context only you have. But you started from a draft instead of a cursor blinking on an empty slide. So that's the method. Structure, interrogate, narrate. And now the rule. The one that separates the people who use this well from the people who get burned by it. The AI drafts the narrative. You own the numbers. Every one of these tools can be confidently, fluently wrong about a figure. It can total a column incorrectly and write you a beautiful paragraph explaining the wrong total. So the math is never the AI's job to finish. You verify every number that leaves your hands. The model writes the sentence, you sign off on the figure. If you take one thing from this episode, take that. Now, which tool actually does this today? Because this is no longer hypothetical. If you live in Microsoft Excel, Microsoft has rebuilt Copilot specifically for this. Inside Excel, it now does variance analysis, data cleansing, reconciliation, and what they call skills, repeatable workflows you define once, like close the books and run again next month. It even shows its work, a pane that lists every change it made before you accept it. So there's an audit trail. For a regulated finance team, that audit trail is the whole ballgame. It's the deepest governed option. It stays inside your tenant, honors your data loss rules, and doesn't train on your numbers. If you need real statistics, regression, a Monte Carlo simulation, anomaly detection beyond what a formula can do, Python now runs inside Excel, and Copilot will write the Python for you from a plain English description. You don't need to know pandas. You need to know what question you're asking. And the standalone assistants reach in here too. Claude and ChatGPT both have add-ins inside Excel now. Strong at auditing a model, catching a broken formula, explaining what a tab actually does. Useful. But for finance specifically, The one built inside your spreadsheet with the audit trail and the governance is the one that fits the work. Which brings up the last non-negotiable point, where your numbers go. Do not paste your company's financials into a personal or free AI account, ever. Use the business or enterprise tier, the one with the contract that says your data isn't used for training and stays inside your boundary. On a personal plan, the cost of one convenient shortcut is the kind of headline no CFO survives. The tool is only as safe as the tier you ran it on. So, 3 to take with you. 1. The AI's job is the commentary, never the math. You own every number that leaves the building. 2. Automate the 2/3 first. The grind, cleaning, reconciling, reformatting is where the hours hide, and it's exactly what the AI is best at. Don't start with the clever analysis. Start with the boring part. And 3. Financials go in the business tier, or they don't go in at all. The spreadsheet isn't going away. The Sunday night doesn't have to be the job. Point the assistant at the mess, ask it sharp questions, let it draft the words, and then do the one thing it can't: own the number. This was AI Actually,